Ryan here from Blue Hill Wildlife Nurseries. Today we're going to look at a chestnut tree. This tree has probably been in the ground here for about 16 months. Was planted as a between 2 and 3 foot seedling. I named these trees on the website Fall Draw Chinese Chestnut just to give them a name. I mean, they're coming from 3 isolated trees that are pollinating each other. Parent trees are dropping anytime during mid-October from the first, second week, even into the third week. In growing the seedlings, I've been growing these for years. They have great blight resistance. They've generally dropped the last week of September to almost the last week in October. The drop times are going to vary. But as you can see, this tree's a little bit of excessive growth on it. It's got about 4 foot there or so this year, and it's starting to lean over. So I wanted to show you what I would do with growing it in a tube. I use a 5-foot conduit stake. They've worked well for me. But I would simply just pull it up. And I move the stake to the side of the tree that's lean and let the stake do the work, not the tube. Now, in growing with tubes and stakes, chestnuts will stiffen up nicely. As far as removing the tube, once your tree's about 2.5 inches in diameter, they're pretty rock solid, whether the tube's on them or not. I mean, even this tree, you know, only being here for the 16 months, having a lot of growth. I mean, even this tree would stand on its own, but not really. You can see I like to keep it sprayed around it. That's what's nice about the tubes, especially when you're growing an overgrown field like this. I got a lot of voles, but you can see it's probably would have, you know, about a 30-inch seedling. And the first year had about 4 foot of growth. It would have just made it up out of the tube, and you can see where this year's growth started. This would have just been about a 5 or 6 foot whip hanging out of the tube last year, or this past winter. You see this year it pushed a few chestnuts out. I mean, just a lot of excess growth there. As far as pruning inside of tubes, you can see there's probably a few branches on this. And, you know, during last winter I came in and removed them all. You can see here's a fresh one from this winter. I'm going to let that on there. I'll come back through this winter, remove the tube, and prune off anything that grows inside the tube.